that takes great delight in getting in the way of the cat's the owner of the human, and blocking the view of what I'm doing with their bushy tail. So there we go. So feel the ground under the feet, and we're nice and relaxed. Oh, marvellous. And hopefully that's the floorboard and not your knees. So we're nice and tall. So yeah, very exciting. In their great wisdom, Forever Active decided to cancel my 10 o'clock class because we ain't quite got enough people. They needed consistent double figures. And I'd very much like to have a kind of longer class because it was like 2 separate hour classes. Yeah. So what we're doing is we'll be from September the 19th, we'll be combining them to this wonderful thing, COVID dependent, to this wonderful thing called Tai Chi and tea. Tai Chi and tea. I mean, it sounds, I want to go there now, do you know what I mean? And it will be 10:30, so between 10:30 and 10:50 we'll be doing very relaxing, gentle exercises. Then we will have a 10-minute fortifying tea break. And then thus fortified, we will then spend half an hour or so looking at the Chen form and have a real good look at it and get somewhere with it. Because actually, you really, for forms classes, you need longer than an hour for a form class, unless it's like a master class for more advanced people. You can do an hour because you can work on.
So most of the 10 o'clock people come to that.
Yeah. So we'll have a whole big gang of people that will hopefully be, and then, you know, depending on how well it goes, if I get enough people coming in, which means I can afford to pay for an extra half hour, we might be able to bring it back to 10 o'clock. But we'll start with 10:30, see how we get on. And then anyone on Zoom, they can also have a tea break. So keep breathing. And you just want to look after your body. I mean, it does take it out of you in what you're not used to. So we're not used to it, and that's why we're all a bit pooped, and you can't sleep so well when it's boiling. So you've got to give yourself a break and be really kind to your body. Look after yourselves, it's all nice. So we'll be taking some extra water breaks. If you need to sit down, that's fine. Keep breathing. Just relax. And then very gently open the palms up. Just check your postures, check your alignment, that your knees are in line with the toes, you're sinking your hips, you're sinking your shoulders. You're breathing, so you want a bit of a bend in the knees, but not too much of a bend. It's like an unlocking and letting go in the knees. Okay, just let the arms relax. Right, we're going to do a bit of bounce and a bit of shake, but not too much, because we're taking it easy. So we just go up, there we are. Bounce, 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 bounce. Nice. So I'll put the music-y stuff on. We'll do the water break, and then when we do our 18, we'll just do the basic 18, but we're going to have a look at those two, just because it's a little bit cooler, so maybe we can think a little bit. We'll have a look at them two ones what are a bit tricky. So the circling the arms one, and the bouncing ball and marching. Okay, and shake. So the children are really good at this one. They love it, especially like little 5-year-olds. They go woo! It's just brilliant. So it's good for it. I'm sure if you've done this for a couple hours a day, you get like a proper 6-pack of muscles and that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow bounce. And then slow bounce with it. So we're just fantastic. And we're all breathing, aren't we? Very good. So I've got all the doors. I've got the back door and the front door and the door there all open. So we've got a nice little wind tunnel. Yeah, it rained yesterday in that London. Amazing, lovely.
Very much.
No, a little bit. I mean, the bus driver had to get his what's it out, but 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice, very nice. Now we're doing this. We're open the, you know. Oh. And change. Keep breathing. 4, 3. So we're just whizzing through these. 2 and 1. Great. Okay, just check your posture. And we just sink, so the hips sink slightly back and down. And then the weight, so I've got my sandals on. So in between my sandal straps, that's your balance point. Somewhere between. So you've got to work out where your own balance point is, because it might be. Now we're all shaped different, and so you have to work out how this works for you. And then if you gently draw the toes in, that activates the arches of the foot, and so then the foot acts as like a spring. So there was the athletics things on, and there were the relay. I got to see that a bit. The 100-metre relay, and the way they were running, there's this very springiness in the body. So we're kind of, obviously we're not going to run a 100-metre relay, but we're using this just to tune into the natural springiness of the body and getting the efficiency of motion. It's quite efficient, Tai Chi. So draw the toes in nice and tall, and then we're going to do. Just keep doing that. Wait a minute. Wait for it. Breathe in. Okay, let's we'll just whiz through those again. Now we've got our feet sorted. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to do 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should feel slightly different. Now we've got more activated feet. 9, 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Yeah, sometimes it's worth, one thing I've noticed with Carell, he'll go, focus on this while you're doing this, and then we'll do the movement again, and it'll be different. It's really, so how you view something changes what it feels like. Okay, so nice and tall, nice and relaxed. Let's just practice transferring the weight. Transfer the weight. Oh, thanks for neatening up the.
OCD couldn't read it.
That's fine. Thank you very much, because I left it all scruffy. The door was a bit wonky-fied, and then Mike kindly. Yeah, my other half's really good like that. I'll turn up and I'll just relax, and then there'll be this flurry of activity around me, and then everything looks perfect. And I go, oh, thanks very much.
I don't know that much OCD.
Oh no, it's fine. It works really well. Actually, it's a good combination. Cause yeah. Okay. We're gonna do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then we go around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic. Other side. Cat stop. So before you do anything with the knee, check that this feels correct and you're correctly settled in your. That's better. Right, now the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and inside. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, let's just get a little bit. Let's just now for this one, you can either do it like that, or you can use, how sturdy is this? Let's find out, a wall. And if you're doing it, needing to use a wall or a ledge, you need the leg on the outside. The leg what you're swinging needs to go on the outside. That's so if you need, lose your balance. Because if you do it that way and you lose your balance, that's dangerous. So you want it on the outside if you need to, and we're going to do a bit of swinging. We're going to, just to get this hip, because the joints in hot weather, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Marvellous. Other side. 1, 2, 3, whoops, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. And then you can go round and round. Now, if you're doing this at home, if you've got a brick or a couple of bricks, you can stand on the brick, and then that will really hang, and you'll get a nice little. But we'll go round and round in a circle. 2, 3, 4. Nice and tall. 5. Think about your posture. 6, 7, and 8, and then have a little break, and then we go around the other way. 1, 2, 3. It's fun, isn't it? 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, and now try that with the other leg for fun, my fun. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're doing great. 6, 7, and 8, and then the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then just give your legs a bit of a wiggle. Let's do chicken shakes its tail feathers. Chicken shakes its tail feathers. It's good, isn't it? This would be good if you ever took up belly dancing, wouldn't it? Okay, that's enough of that. Brilliant. I absolutely love chicken shakes its tail feathers. I do that one with Evika Scuba, wife of Carell. Yeah, she was 73 at the weekend. She looks fantastic. I mean, she can bend better than me. She can stand on one leg better. She's brilliant. So, but when you do that, and then we've also got one that she calls running chicken, where you go like this. And like we do running chicken after, and it's very good. And, she had some visiting toddlers, and they thought it was brilliant. They really like running chicken, and chicken shakes its tail feathers. So, but we're not doing running chicken today because we're being mindful of the environment we've had for the last 3 weeks. So you just got to. Okay, so we'll start with the knees. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fantastic. Hands on the hips. We're going to do 5 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. 5. Brilliant. Other way. 1, 2. So yeah, the first Shibashi, 3, 4, and 5, and why take off his food for fun? Do that. We'll do a little bit of shoulders, then we'll do the neck, and then we'll do the arms. I think just because the knees, ankles, hips, necks, and shoulders, because of all the heat, makes joints swell. So we want to be very kind to our joints and make sure everything feels okay before we do other things. So let's do the shoulders for just a 1, and there's a slight waist turn. 2. We're doing our sleep tiger eye gaze. 3, 4. So you should be an expert at that. Those of you from the Welsh end of Cambridgeshire. 6. Use your cat for inspiration. How to get them. 7 and 8. Marvellous. Put it back where you found it first, then move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the other way. Breathe in and out. Sink down. Nice and 1, 2, 3. Did we do both shoulders?
Yes.
Oh, good. 4. Excellent. Just making sure. 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and then we'll do flying pen, but we'll do the double version just for fun. There you go. Flying pen. Isn't it good? I'll show you that. So, the Blame Emma Scuba, this is her doing. I just thought, oh yeah, she does it like this sometimes. Right, and then flying pen goes the other way. So it comes back, come back. Like when, I don't know if, when I was a kid, we had pedalos when I lived in Essex, and there was this lake, and you could get the boat, and then someone would say, your time's up, so it's coming back, we'd have to come back, we didn't want to. Okay, there we go, right. Then turn. Brilliant, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Wonderful. Have a little shake out. Just tune into your arms. So just give your arms a bit of a... It's like this. So this is one I've done with the Kascubas. It's just nice. Think about like a snake and just relax everything. So you kind of move your body with it. That's it. Just shake. Very nice. Marvellous. Okay, let's do this bit. Like you. Very good. If any of you like playing instruments or anything, or guitar or whatever. So yeah, it's good, isn't it? It will help. Especially because of the hot weather, your hands can suffer a bit, you know. And try this one. I'll come a bit closer to the camera. So it goes like that, out, like that, out of it. Here we go. We'll shake out, shake. Okay, let's do circles. 1, 2, sink your hips. 4, 5, 6. Sleepy tiger eye gaze, other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, I love that one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like you're shaking water off or drying nails. 1, 2, not that I really do that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. We've got. Oh, good. Remember when you hear a sound, check your posture. 7, 8, and 1. We've got a pneumatic drill accompanying our class. 7, 8, and then over and under 2, 3. So they've basically turned Swaff and Pryor into a perpetual roadwork. 8. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then shake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Right, let's do, we'll do this one. Just stretch up, make a fist, turn it over so the palm is outside, and then you have a bendy arm and you just stretch down as if you're reaching down for something. Then you come back up again, you go down, you go up, you stretch. We just do that a few times because again in the hot weather you can get a bit scrunchy-fied. That's technical. And then you'll feel taller. So marvellous. Okay, great. Have a little, just tune into your body. Okay, let's have a quick water break, and then we're going to look at those two movements that are a bit tricky, and then we'll go through the 18 set, the first 18 set, and then we'll have a look at why take off as fruit, and then we'll all go and lie in the darkened room. Excellent, right. Water break. So just imagine from September we'll get an actual cup of tea and possibly with a biscuit or possibly cake if the WI come back. That would be great, wouldn't it? Some scones or something. So I will contact the low WI and let them know about the Tai Chi and tea starting in September, and hopefully we'll have
encourage them to bring it.
Yeah, it'll be. We'll have to make a bigger hall, and then I'll tell Jane that Forever Active.
Yeah, they sent me an email, so the class is cancelled, And then they email the next day to say, you need to pay your next year's membership.
I don't
It's
think
like,
so.
yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, personally, I think because they've got classes that are oversubscribed, they need to use them classes to subsidise the less people classes because
Yeah.
some things take a long time to build up. You know.
Did you survive last
Hmm.
week?
Right, have we had our water break?
Yeah, I have.
Brilliant. Let's look at this one. So, so when the professor does it, he goes to here, and then it comes down slightly, and then sinks like that, and there's a bend in the arm. There's a bend in the arm. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll just do one side.
Oh, right.
So we just, it's all right, I knew you were both doing that all the time while you were having a chat, so that's fine. And then we just, there we are, how are we doing? How are we doing? So some of you will be watching this on YouTube after. Hello YouTube people. Yeah, I've got a whole load of people that watch the class after. So I'm on PayPal, send me an email if you want to throw some pennies at me. But it's like busking, isn't it? So I was actually busking in Cambridge. Yeah, we were appealing to the sort of middle class market. So my friend had a harp and I had my cello.
What?
It did. I got about 50 quid. I haven't counted it all yet. I was like, this is just silly, you know. You get someone that looks like a scruff with a guitar, they'll get a few pennies. You get someone with a harp and a cello. They were
You
giving
made
me
the effort to go out with that harp, I think. That's
yeah.
that's quite a big thing. So,
And okay, right. Let's see. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to do it in numbers. And you want to think about your hip sinking. Well, actually, let's go back to this one. So we just want to tune back into our waist. So like this, and we're soft focused gaze. Like when I use sleepy tiger eyes actually when I'm stewarding. Because then you're kind of aware, not just what's in front of you, but your peripheral vision. Because you never know. So there's that going on. Okay, now, yeah, we'll go back to this one. An open palm. Open the palms of the hands, like, so, a week ago Friday, I did this very silly thing in St Paul's Church. There's an improvisers orchestra, but there were some singers there. And when they sing, they make these lovely gestures with their hands, so there's a nice open feeling. Yeah.
And how did the improvisational orchestra go?
Brilliant. Everyone had a ball, and the upshot of it was the charity that helped have now made me project lead. So we can do it again, we can actually get some funding, and we're going to try the Albert Hall.
Wow.
We're going to try and get into it somehow at some point in the future. So I've just I thought, why not? We can do this. So, yeah. It's great. It was really good. And we had Tai Chi in it as part of it. And Mike had a ball, and he's very up for being the orchestra's Tai Chi person. So I was doing the tea. Really hit the big time. But yeah, Tai Chi is very useful and it calmed everyone down and it made us play better. So it's good to do. So back to that. Okay, so we've got that and we've got that. So what we're going to do, we're going to combine those two. I will show that from the side. So demonstration observe. Go like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So my knees are staying in line with my toes. And it's still like, so when you're sitting, it's like you're perching. I'm not quite tall enough, it's like you're perching on a stool. You're kind of perching and then, so there's this, you've got your potential, you've got your spring energy, your potential energy. So if you wanted, poof, you could spring off. So it's, so we've got that spring and it's like, actually we can do this, like that. We might not have time to do both of the tricky movements, maybe we'll just stick with one. One in front, one behind. So you need to orientate your fingers with the walls. Front wall, back wall. Front wall, back wall. Yeah. Fantastic. Very good, okay. Now let's see what happens if we put that all together and then we'll get this beautiful, harmonious, coordinated, flowing thing. Here we are. So, here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. One in front, one behind. I'll show from the diagonal. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's definitely improving, everybody. There's still quite a bit of variation. I've been to teacher training. There we are. And then we go, lots of lovely variation, very good. Whatever it is you'll do, just relax. Fantastic, right, we'll let that cook for another. I can see we'll look at that one again. So remember, no classes at all next week. No class at all. We've got classes on the 8th, the 15th and the 22nd. Now the cat's in the way. But that's helpful, isn't it? Get away from the cat. There's a cat. Sorry, for those of you on YouTube, one of my students on Zoom has got this cat that likes to go right on in front of the screen where I'm teaching and blocking the view of the human that they own. It's very, very funny. So, okay, let's quickly zoom through the 18 sets. So, here we go, just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe in, and out, 1. So, that was so good, we'll do one more. Open the chest, so come forward, open the chest, come back, close. Nice. Open, back, up. One more time. Dance the rainbow. Up and off we go. Fantastic. So sink your hips and then just keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. And down. Part in the clouds. Up, Rolling arms. No, that should be working. The light switched off. Hang on a minute.